Well, with FFT, what we do is we help the family look at the glass as half full. So many families that we work with, they've been burdened by the system, they've been beat down, they feel beat down, and so they don't see what their strengths are as a family. So what we do is we go in, and it's like looking at a picture, you know, of a mother with dirty dishes and babies crying and animals all over the place, and looking at that picture and seeing more to that picture. The dishes are dirty, so mom is cooking, mom has resources, mom is taking care of the children, mom is present, and that's what one of the things that functional family therapy does.
And how does this ultimately lead to helping that child be successful in life?
So what we do is we go in and we look at the risk factors and the protective factors, and we try to increase protective and decrease the risk factors. And we do that by, again, helping the family see their strengths, and we teach them skills. I had heard discussion earlier about what do you do to get rid of the problem. And it's not that we get rid of the problem, we just teach the families on how to manage it better, manage it more proactively.
Okay, and so, I mean, how do you guys do, how long does it take you guys to really fix, you know, or kind of mend these situations?
The service is generally 12 to 14 weeks. Once a week we do family therapy. The family therapy is either in the home, in the office, someplace where there's a reasonable amount of privacy where the family feels comfortable.
Okay, and I mean, does it sometimes take longer than that? I mean,
it can. From our experience, we've been doing FFT at our agency since November of 2017, and it's been on average 14 sessions, 14
Talk to me
weeks.
about the impact that you get to see kind of on a monthly basis.
Oh, wow. Again, you know, you've talked about resistant families, and I hate to use the word resistance, but you're talking about families that have been in and out of the system. We're talking about parents that have multiple children that have been in and out the system. So yet here comes another service. Here comes another service that's court involved. And what we do, and even though we have a really good partnership with our POs, we want the family to know we're not your PO, we're your therapist. And so again, it's a matter of helping the family see what they do right. So in whatever negative situation is going on, we want the family, we try to build a relational focus. We want the family to know it's not just about the youth, it's about the whole family, and whatever that youth does, how it affects the family and why it has to be a family issue.
How crucial is family in a kid's success, I mean, once they get into their teen years?
The basis of FFT is built on family. And so if the caretakers are not available, we're not holding a family session. And so the whole basis of that program is built, the positive outcomes that our POs are expecting is built upon that whole family unit participating and engaging with the therapist.
So if we were to turn the other way and this program were to dissolve tomorrow, I mean, what would these families turn into?
Well, the hope is that the skills that we teach them during one of the phases of functional family therapy is that they utilize those skills. In addition, the last 3 or 4 sessions of family therapy is based on helping those families internalize and externalize those skills that they're taught, and then connected them with community resources. As Ms. McBride had spoke about, is that we want to bring the community into this and make it a community, a village, you know, type issue. So we want to connect the families to community resources, to familiar resources, to, you know, resources that they will truly access. It's one thing to say, oh, we refer you to whatever, to a agency to get individual therapy. Most families won't do that. We want to connect them with resources that are real, feasible, and tangible for them.
So when someone at home ends up watching this series and if they are thinking, oh, how can I help you? You know, what if it's not my kid? I mean, how can the community help your cause? Well,
you know, it goes to a macro level. As Ms. McBride had spoke about, it's the culture of the community that sometimes drives services. So if the community is saying punish, 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 then our legislatures, you know, our laws, our policies are going to be geared toward putting money into punishing our youth. And so if the community is believing in rehabilitation and believing that or taking the attitude that this young person is going to affect, if it's not my child down the street, if it's not my kid in school, it could possibly be me as an older adult and me being victimized by this person potentially. So the community does have a stance, or they do have a responsibility, I feel, to be proactive and to be supportive of these type of programs.